Hey, very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marc P, and welcome to another edition of 1999 Sucked. We're going to do a WCW show tonight, so bear with me. I know some people criticise me if I get stuff wrong or I get cool moves wrong, or but you got to remember, I didn't watch WCW back in the day whatsoever. I started watching WCW in about 94. I actually know why, to be honest, but I just stopped, and at the height of the Monday Night Wars, I was a WWF all the way. Let me just tell you a couple of things about this pay-per-view. Fall Brawl 99. This is the first pay-per-view after Bischoff had been fired. So they had, I don't know who was booking it, but it was in between Bischoff and Russo. 7 days before this pay-per-view aired, there wasn't a card. There literally was not a card. The pay-per-view was coming up, but no one knew what it was. Advertising agency, WCW's advertising agency, put an ad in the paper saying, we're the advertising agency, and they won't even tell us who's going to be there. For God's sake, don't miss it. I thought it was fantastic. This show posted a truly shocking 0.30. 0.30. Unbelievable. That's the lowest number, incidentally, to that point, that from any pay-per-view ever by the WCW or WWF. Fantastic. So expectations for this one are very low. But I've got to be honest, the first two matches were very, very good. Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio and Kidman, they defeated Vampiro and the Insane Clown Posse in a surprisingly okay match. Obviously, the Insane Clown Posse, you're not expecting anything good from them. Hit a couple of good moves. One of them, I don't know which one's which, hit Kidman with a really, really nice DDT, and both of them put some pretty good bumps, Vampiro did most of the work. Ray hit a picture-perfect moonsault off the ropes, the line sort of style was really nice. A nice super gut-wrench suplex on Kidman by Vampiro. Win comes over when Kidman hits a shooting star press on Vampiro. Gave us 2 3/4. It was a good match. And then, what was even more surprising is that Lenny Lane defeated Kaz Hayashi in a alright match to retain the WCW Cruiserweight title. Now, Lenny Lane, think about it, remember, I didn't watch WCW, so Lenny Lane comes out, he looks, excuse me, he looks like a gay Chris Jericho. He comes out, I'm like, what the fuck? When he gets in the ring, the guy's alright. Gotta say, I'm probably, mentioned this one a few times during this vid. Bobby Heenan should not have been allowed anywhere near a microphone by this point. His commentary sounds so dated. And he's trying the same old schmuck that he was pulling in the 80s. And it's just not funny at all. Pretty good match. Got a nice sit-down powerbomb for 2. Springboard Bulldog from Kaz. Nasty Liger Bomb on 2. Got a 2 for Kaz. Ronald from the top rope gets 2 for Kaz. Lenny hits a version of a stroke for the 3. But, my goodness me, all downhill from here. Things I do for you people, fucking hell. Brian Knobbs and Hugh Morris defeated Shane Douglas and Dean Malenko in an absolutely shockingly poor no disqualification match. It's bad, right? When I'm thinking while I'm watching this match, my God, the ring steps, they look really small. that's how much I was giving a shit about this match. Knobbs is fucking shit. I never had much time for Shane Douglas. The matches are horrible. Morris gets the 3 with a sweet moonsault. Next, Rick Steiner defeated Perry Saturn in another poor match to retain the TV title. This one's, it's awful. We got Perry Saturn's punches, they're about like that. If you've ever seen me throw a punch in a CRCW match, my punches were better than my punches didn't connect ever. I don't think I made contact once. Steiner, it's just, Rick Steiner, man, his single leg crab looks disgraceful. He did some nice belly to bellies, but the crowd were completely dead. Top rope Bulldog we've got the win, and that was atrocious. He just sort of hit him, got in the head and just sort of fell off the rope. Next, Berlin, remember him, Alex Wright, he defeated Hacksaw Jim Duggan, who was subbing for Buff Bagwell, in a shit match. All Duggan does is keep doing the USA. Just give it a rest. I'm from England. I don't want to see USA chants. Fuck. Berlin does nothing that impressed me at all. Neckbreaker gets the win for him. So 2 great matches and then 3 appalling matches. And you're thinking, come on. Harlem Heat defeated Barry and Kendall Windham to win the tag team titles. And this match was bullshit. This was fucking boring as sin. Don't wake me up when something good happens. The fucking finish was bullshit. Check this out. Kurt Hennig comes out because of course he's with the Texas Rednecks. Uses a cowbell on Ray. The ref's distracted. T hits a missile dropkick for a 3. And you sat there like, hang on, whoa, just go back. Let's rewind it to make sure that definitely happened. And there's, hang on, when the fuck, who loses to a missile dropkick? And I was just like, Awful, 1 star, because I'm very generous. I'd rather watch an Impact than this show. Oh, Sid Vicious defeated Chris Benoit to win the US title in another awful match, and it was that awful. I'm not even going to talk about it. I just want to talk about 2 things instead. 3 things. Why did my throat all of a sudden start hurting? Damn! First of all, right, Millennium Man Sid Vicious, his streak. Now, I know, obviously, I didn't watch WCW much, like I've told you, and, I can see that they were trying to do the Goldberg streak. He claims at this match, the ring announcer claims he's 79-0. Now, I know for certain that he hadn't had 79 televised matches since he returned to WCW. That's a guarantee. And, the week before this pay-per-view, he lost to Rick Steiner by disqualification. How the fuck did that loss count as a win? Let me tell you something about this, Sid was, he came out on Nitro one time and said he was 55-0. Later on in the show he claimed to be 59-0. Despite the fact he hadn't actually wrestled anyone. Bobby Heenan explains that he'd beaten up 9 men. Now, I'm no mathematician, I didn't do very well at school in maths, but I know that 55 plus 9 is 64, not 59. Heenan, you're an idiot. Then, from that show to the next Nitro, he lost at every single house show he was at, but he turns up on that show and he's 68-0. Yeah? Then, he has a match against 3 people, beats all them, and only all of a sudden at 70-0. Now, once again, my maths isn't great, but 68 plus 3 is 71. This was meant to be the saviour of the year. They knew their ratings were tanking. This was the great idea. Let's make Sid Vicious, on a streak like Goldberg, and everyone will tune in. But the other thing I want to talk about in this match was the Revolution. The Revolution was Benoit, Malenko, Shane Douglas, and Perry Saturn. How is it that this faction had just started up only a matter of months ago? And they've got the look, they've got the talent, they've got the right image, everything. And WCW proceed to squash them in all 4 of their matches. What the fuck was that? That is awful. It's just such stupid booking. I mean, you've got the future of your company and 4 men there. And they're all made to lose. Oh. Next, Bill Goldberg defeated Diamond Dallas Page in another boring match. The match at Halloween Havoc 1998, I don't know if you've seen that one or you remember that one. That was pretty good in the main event for the title. This was terrible because Goldberg sold too much. Page was going for every cheap heel doing you can do. He had a thing covering his bits up. He had a roll of quarters in his hand. He was using weapons all over the floor. Oh, and then of course he did Goldberg did his best impression of Cena, or vice versa. Spearjack number 3. So he got the shit kicked out of him the whole match. I don't like that at all. It really bugs the fuck out of me. Yes, he's a monster. Yes, he can defeat anyone anyone who stands in his way, but to get he got the shit kicked out of him the whole match, and spent most of the match on his ass. In the main event. I'm having nightmares tonight about this show. Sting defeated Hulk Hogan to win the WCW title in a fucking church match. Right, Bret Hart comes out after Buffer's done his ring announcement, comes out, shakes the hands of both men, and fucks off. Why? Nick Patrick had a really, really, truly superb moustache at this time. That needs to be pointed out. Anyway, this was awful. I couldn't wait for this match to end. I actually kept looking on my clock. I knew there was 40 minutes left, 30 minutes left, 10 minutes left. I was like, come on! So potty match. Everyone knows I have no time for Hogan at the best time. Everyone knows I don't have much time for Sting at the best time. This was so boring. The big boot that Hogan used probably went about there. DP comes out. He takes the ref out, hits a diamond cut on Hogan, then puts the cover on thingy. He puts Sting on top of Hogan. Hogan somehow kicks out, and then because I got this off a torrent, it stopped. And I was like, where the fuck's the last minute? Anyway, I know for certain that Sting then locked on a Scorpion Deathlock on the unconscious Hogan for the win. That was the worst wrestling show I've ever seen. Without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. It was hard to watch. I had so much to do today, and I knew I have to get this pay-per-view finished so I could do this vid, and I'm sat like, I want to go. I want to go. I want to do anything. Look here, give me every impact of this year, and I'll happily sit there with a great big smile first. Fuck, this is great compared to that pay-per-view. Awful. Awful, awful, awful. Next up in the series, I'm going to do SummerSlam 1999 from the WWF. I hope you're enjoying the series. I hope you've enjoyed this vid. Please feel some sympathy for me for the fucking bullshit that I have to put up with just to do these vids for you guys. I'm Marc P. Take it easy.